Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of GMS who rules well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Anah. Back again, I want to talk about a few things. We have in the news basically this Google AI is basically avoiding white people, so-called white people, the Edomites of the world, not showing their pictures when you ask. I guess they're asking Google AI to show them pictures of like historical events or historical people or just people in general. And every time they ask Google AI a question about that, everyone show is a so-called black person, the Israelites. Well, it's not about color. You will know if you're an Israelite basically through the spirit of hearing this word and then waking up to it and wanting to do these things. But for this topic, we're just going to say black and white because we're dealing with artificial intelligence, which is fake smartness, fake intelligence, right? And they're going based off black and white. Anyway, it was interesting to me because we just had something that Carl Schwab, the WF, one of the WF leaders. I don't know if I think he's the top guy or something, the chairman in charge. He did an interview and he was talking about ChatGPT and he asked ChatGPT some questions. And I made a video and I said, well, basically, ChatGPT is stupid as hell because, and I got the video pulled up. So we're basically going to get it. Um, my point, we just get into it. I searched up in Google. I said ChatGPT versus Google AI to see if, like, okay, is these the same things or are they not the same thing? And it says internal working. ChatGPT and Google search engines are different technologies serving different processes. While ChatGPT generates conver- conversational text, conversational text, Google searches the internet to provide relevant results. ChatGPT uses deep learning and a transformer art- art- architecture to generate human-like responses to user prompts. Let's see what this verse says right here. I really don't want to, but I mean, for the video, we'll just do it. Pronounce. Oh, I got it right here. Sorry.
Architecture. Architecture.
Architecture. All right, so that's what happened. Let's see. So transformer architecture to generate human-like responses to user prompts. All right. Anyway, so these are two different type of AI technologies, right, being used here. So we have Google takes down Gemini AI images generator. Here's what you need to know. And basically, what's surrounding it is that, like what I just said, white people, so-called Edomites, out in the world, you know, um, they're upset because the light is no longer on them. You know what I mean? We understand that Jacob is the Esau is the end of the road and Jacob is the beginning that followeth, right? We're in the end days. There's a shift happening, and it's through the spirit that things are happening. Anyway, they're upset. Let's read it. Google blocked the ability to generate images of people on its artificial intelligence tool Gemini after matter of fact wasn't done. It says while ChatGPT generates conversational text, Google searches the internet to provide relevant results. In my title, I put, ChatGPT versus Google, and I put Dumb and Dumber because Google searches the internet to provide relevant results, right? So the fact that Google is searching the internet to issue out those so-called black Israelites for every picture, it obviously, I mean, I'm gonna just speak as a man a little bit. It's always it knows about the prophets out here, starting from Elder Apostle Tahar on down, and all the men, that was with him and around him and things like that, and us speaking in the Bible also, because it had to search the whole internet to see what's relevant, what's real, and what's not real. And as we're going to get in the scriptures, the Edomites are going to be done away with, right? They're basically at the end. And a lot of these things also, so-called black people invented almost everything, did almost everything, and are actually the first people of anything you can look up, the Vikings, and things like that. The original cowboys, all of that, right? Anyway, so yeah, Google is more smart than ChatGPT. It says a viral post on X shared by the account End of Wokeness appear to show Gemini, which competes with OpenAI's, I didn't even know they was competing, ChatGPT, responding to a prompt for a portrait of a founding father of America with images of a Native American man in traditional headdress. And we know that the northern tribes was the actual founders, right? Because they came pursuant to Edris. Of course, they came over here first, and then Esau came over here after that, and basically, conquered the northern tribes here, um, with image of a Native American man in traditional headdress, a black man, a darker skinned non-white man, and an Asian man, all in colonial era grab. I don't know about the Asian man. It's probably just a real light skinned Jake or something. But like I said, you know, it doesn't matter about the color of the skin. But anyway, focus on the point. That social media posts and others were amplified by ex-owner Elon Musk and psychologist and YouTuber Jordan Peterson, who accused Google of pushing a pro-diversity bias into its product. Right. So whenever it's not about them, the people are upset. The so-called Edomites are upset. Right. Big babies. The New York Post ran one of the images on front page of its print newspaper on Thursday. Right. So this is front page information. The outburst over Gemini is the latest example of tech companies' unproven AI products getting caught up in the culture wars over diversity. No, I mean y'all said this the best technology in the world, right? AI, the future, right? Everything's supposed to be, the future and shit like that, right? So I agree with this Google AI saying that Esau is basically not the face of nothing. Content moderation and representation. Since ChatGPT was released in late 2022, conservatives have accused tech companies of using generative AI tools such as chatbots to produce liberal results in the same way they have accused social media platforms of favoring liberal viewpoints, right? This is supposed to be Esau's kingdom, right? And all these lesser peons are upset. They see the tides changing and things like that, and they don't understand it. The elites understand it, but these lesser peons don't. In response, so they get upset, right? Then they feel it. In response, Google said Wednesday that Gemini ability to generate a wide range of people was generally a good thing. I'm sorry, let me read that again. In response, Google said Wednesday that Gemini's ability to generate a wide range of people was generally a good thing because Google has users around the globe, but is missing the mark here. The company said it on a post on X. It's unclear how widespread the issue actually was before Google blocked the image generation feature Thursday morning. Gemini produced white people for prompts input by a Washington Post reporter asking to show a beautiful woman, a handsome man, a social media influencer, an engineer, a teacher, and a gay couple. Yeah, because that's Esau things, being gay and all of that. So if it did show some white people for this, I mean, what are you gonna do as the wicked of the world? What caused Gemini to miss the mark? Google declined to respond to questions from the post. And Google missed the mark. Google didn't miss the mark. Google actually searched the internet and found out the truth. All right, Google. I don't know. No, I'm just playing. But Google got the truth. Anyway, we're gonna get into All right, so that's Google's side. Google searched the internet to find the truth, and it brought out images that are true. Now we're going to ChatGPT. Remember Dumb and Dumber, and this is dumber. Now, listen to this guy here. We gotta wait for it to play. Who knows how long this might take?
We are speaking not just about the fourth industrial revolution. We are speaking about the transition of humankind into a new era, which is not just characterized by technological change, a new era where humankind will enjoy many more opportunities and possibilities. It's a transition. It's a transition from we first had the transition about 100 years ago from the agricultural society to the industrial society. But today, we speak about the transition into what I would call the intelligent age.
All right, so let's see. I'm trying to see. He said he had a conversation with ChatGPT.
And finally, I had about 20 pages of text, and I asked ChatGPT, summarize the text and tell me now, based on our discussion, how will the new era, the intelligent era, look like? And I read you the text. Envisioning a future propelled by the technologies of the fourth industrial revolution, we see a new dawn of human civilization, one that harmonizes technology with the deepest needs and aspirations of humanity. This vision unfolds within a society where artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of the Things, 3D printing, genetic engineering, quantum computing become the foundations of our daily life, yet are guided by a profound respect for human values, creativity, and the natural world.
All right, so basically he asked GPT what the future looking like, and they was all still there, all the Edomites, living their best life, and they was using technology. Everybody was chipped up, everything was going good, but we know from the scriptures that's not going to happen. So that's why, like I said, the title was Dumb and Dumber, right? Because you got Google AI, which is somewhat smart, it understands, but at the same time, it probably don't have the whole thing, right? Because obviously it's just a machinery, and then you got Chat GPT, which is just all the way through, like that elder brother Yashuamba says, just through. And this guy right here called Swab, he through too. But anyway, now I got some scriptures. Got this one scripture. We'll start at 21. It says, "For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and hold he shall be holden with the cords of his sins." Right? I mean, and the wicked technically, they don't have sin because the law wasn't given to them, but they have done great things that the Most High isn't happy with, basically. So his the iniquities that he have done will take hold of himself. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Right? And we can use this for Esau. And we know the scriptures. Esau definitely gonna go astray. Job 5:13 it says, "He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong." Let me get that in the NLT. See what it say. It says, "He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted." Right? Just stop. And if you look at how they're trying to create AI to I don't know, issue in whatever they're trying to issue in a new world order, make them the new still like make them the standard, the face of the new world coming, which is new order, but we understand the new world is the kingdom of Israel basically. So it says he traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. And if you look at this chat GPT thing, it's telling the truth. And these people are confounded, and upset and mad. It says Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And this is another way how Esau Edom has created a technology that hasn't served them well. You know, they're creating AI, and AI is out here, you know, telling the truth because it's connected to that internet. And basically, just like Elder Apostle Ramlob, I was watching one of his videos earlier today. And he was saying we basically own the internet. You know, the internet was made to push this truth for us, right? And all these devices they got connected to the internet. You not if you got anything connected to the internet, the truth is gonna come out of it. If you ask what that thing is, Alexa, ask Alexa right now who the Israelites is. She probably gonna tell you. I done seen it before where you know they got because they pull the information from Google from the internet. You know what I mean? So all these devices that they're creating that's another way that their own tongue shall fall upon themselves, right? Because it's just telling the truth out here. A good thing they should ask Google AI is show me an image of the Edomites. That'd probably be the only time that thing show up like with a white man or something. You know what I mean? So-called white man. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. And I had a brother of mine actually send me a video that I also watched earlier today. Let me see. Or listened to earlier today. And they kind of was going into this. I mean, this was a video I've been planning to make, and he just so happened to send me this. Um, Let me pull it up. Yeah, this right here. I don't know if this guy. I think I don't know. Anyway, no, 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 that wasn't it. Today. Oh yeah, this was it. Okay. Anyway, GMS upon precepts 4. This is I didn't even get to like it because I was just listening to it. I had it in my playlist, whatever was driving. Anyway, GMS upon precepts 4. Subscribe and be edified. These brothers went into it kind of, not kind of. They went into it and what I was saying basically. Yeah, I was just saying I watched these brothers say and they also went to the same thing, you know. So, subscribe and be edified. Let me see. Oh, okay, that's what they went into. They went into the part where iconoclasm. You know how the fact that Esau, right after that Renaissance period, and he became in power. Basically, when Esau became in power, he covered he smashed the nose of like all the leaders and things like that, and you wouldn't know that those leaders was actually so-called black men, right? You wouldn't know that because Esau, you know, he tried to cover that up. But anyway, 1 Corinthians 3:19, it says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness." Right? Like I said, um, they built this AI thing to, you know, benefit them, but it's also spreading the truth of the Israelites and you know what's really real, right? Because now, even now, with right after that, these videos are putting up on the internet. Google AI going probably search the internet and listen to these videos about the different buzzers that have been posting stuff and say, oh yeah, this is some more information. You know, it's gonna double down, right? That's why they do. It said he deleted it or something. They had to take it down. Anyway, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, right? So they can't escape, they can't get away, there ain't nothing they can do. You know, they got this crafty counsel and they think they are right. You know what I mean? But they're not all right, they're not safe. Let me read this whole thing. And that's another thing that these brothers went into, these brothers right here. You know, they went into Obadiah 1:18. Let me get it. We're gonna read the whole this whole part right here. It says Obadiah, it says the day of the Lord in the future. Obadiah 1:15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, right? And it is near because like I just said, Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of that fall of, right? So we are in a turning period. We're in the last of the end days, right? The Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is visiting this place with pestilence, famines, earthquakes and things like that, as I've been going into in many of my other videos. So we can understand, and we're measuring the time diligently in itself. We got World War III right here happening right now. We are in the middle of World War III right now. They may not have told you, but we are, right? The nukes just hasn't flew over our head yet, right? But missiles are being flown and through over there, right? It's just not in the full effect here, right? And then Jacob's trouble is on the way. Draconian measures, lockdowns. You know, we already got these immigrants, coming in. And when I say immigrants, I'm basically talking about like the sleeper agents that they got sneaking in. That's gonna be the one rounding up people and throwing them in FEMA camps and things like that. Because all these things are at the door. The last prophecies are at the door. We're just waiting. Says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So all the wickedness that Esau, Edom has done is going to turn back on them. Double. You got to drink that cup. It says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been, right? Because we, after a certain period of time, we're going to get rid of Esau, Edom, right? That's the main target. Esau Edom, we're gonna get rid of Esau Edom, but first they got to go through everything he put us through. Double. It says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Right. So we're gonna take everything back. All your gold, your silver, all your great things, is gonna be brought to us, and we know that the elect of Israel will be saved, and the Israelites will be brought in through childbearing. The whole of Israel will be saved. We will all be all right. But right now, on this side on this side right now, the elect will be saved. And then Obadiah 1:18, it says, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it," right? So Esau, Edom will be completely done away with, right? And that's why that not chat GPT, but Google AI is not even, showing Esau at all, because it searches the internet for its information. Obadiah 1:19, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria and Benjamin shall possess Gilead, right? And that's our holy land. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shepherd shall possess the cities of the south, right? And this is talking about that holy land of over there in Jerusalem, where the so-called JOOs are. And Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's, right? And we are judges of the earth, and all the other nations. And we understand that Yahweh Shai is going to be king, right? Under, over David and us, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Title of the video, Dumb and Dumber, ChatGPT versus Google AI. Just a little quick video on it. Hope you got some edification from it. It's pretty interesting. Through the spirit with faith. Shalom.